Long ago, stories of dreams and magic filled the air. These tales were not just mere stories, they were the lifeblood of cultures, passed down from generation to generation. They carried the hopes, dreams, and morals of the people who told them. Each story was a thread in the rich tapestry of human history, weaving together the past and the present in a seamless dance of words and imagination. These stories were like sparkling particles in the air, enchanting and captivating anyone who heard them. They had the power to transport listeners to magical realms where anything was possible. In these enchanted forests of imagination, the boundaries of reality blurred, and the impossible became possible. These stories traveled across lands, whispered by storytellers who gathered people around campfires. The flickering flames cast shadows that danced along with the words, creating a mesmerizing atmosphere. The storytellers were the keepers of these ancient tales, ensuring that they lived on in the hearts and minds of their listeners. One such story is Cinderella, a tale that has been told and retold countless times, each version adding its own unique twist. Cinderella's story is one of hope and transformation, a beacon of light in a world that can often seem dark and unfair. But Cinderella wasn't just one story, it was a story that transcended borders and cultures, taking on new forms and meanings with each retelling. Each version of Cinderella reflected the values and beliefs of the culture that told it, making it a truly universal tale. It was a story told in many ways, in many places. From the bustling marketplaces of ancient Greece to the serene landscapes of China, Cinderella's story found a home in the hearts of people everywhere. Each culture added its own flavor to the tale, creating a rich and diverse tapestry of stories that all shared a common thread. In ancient Greece, there was Rhodopis, a young woman whose lost sandal led her to a king. Her story was one of love and destiny, a reminder that even the most humble among us can find happiness and fulfillment. In China, the tale of Yexian featured a magical fish and a tiny golden slipper. This version of the story emphasized the importance of kindness and the belief that good things come to those who are patient and virtuous. Each culture added its own flavor to the story, using symbols and elements that were meaningful to them. These variations enriched the tale, making it more vibrant and multifaceted. They used animals and objects from their own lands, infusing the story with their unique cultural heritage. These elements made each version of Cinderella distinct, yet they all shared the same core message. Yet the heart of the story remained the same. It was a story of resilience, hope, and the belief that goodness will ultimately prevail. No matter where the story was told, this central theme resonated with audiences, making Cinderella a timeless and universal tale. A young woman treated unfairly finds her happy ending. This narrative of overcoming adversity and finding joy is one that speaks to the human spirit, reminding us that no matter how difficult our circumstances, there is always hope for a better future. It's a story that feels both old and new, familiar and magical. The blend of ancient wisdom and contemporary relevance makes Cinderella a story that continues to captivate and inspire. This is the power of Cinderella, a story that transcends time and place, touching the hearts of people everywhere. It is a testament to the enduring power of storytelling and the magic that lies within each of us. Cinderella's life was far from easy. She lived with her stepmother and stepsisters. They were cruel and unkind. They made Cinderella do all the chores. She cleaned and scrubbed, cooked and sewed all day long. Her stepfamily dressed in fine clothes. They went to parties and danced. Cinderella had only rags to wear. They called her names and made her feel small, but Cinderella had a kind heart. She remained hopeful, even in the face of hardship. She found solace in the company of animals. Mice and birds became her friends. They brought her comfort in her lonely world. Cinderella's spirit, though tested, never broke. One day a royal ball was announced. Every eligible maiden was invited. Cinderella longed to go. She dreamed of dancing and music, but her stepfamily laughed at her wish. "You at the ball?" they scoffed. As Cinderella sat weeping, a magical glow filled the room. Her fairy godmother appeared. With a flick of her wand, she transformed Cinderella's rags into a beautiful gown. Pumpkins became carriages, mice became horses, and lizards became footmen. The fairy godmother gave Cinderella glass slippers. They sparkled like stars. "But be back by midnight," she warned, "for the magic will fade." With a grateful heart, Cinderella set off for the ball. The ballroom glittered with lights and laughter. Cinderella, radiant in her gown, captured everyone's attention. The prince, captivated by her grace, asked her to dance. They waltzed the night away, lost in their own world. Cinderella's heart soared with joy. For the first time, she felt seen and appreciated. But as the clock struck midnight, she remembered her fairy godmother's warning. Cinderella fled the ballroom, losing one of her glass slippers in her haste. The prince, desperate to find the mysterious maiden, kept the glass slipper safe. He vowed to find the foot that fit the delicate shoe. His love for Cinderella, though sparked in a single night, burned bright. Section 5. Finding true love more than just a shoe. The prince searched far and wide, carrying the glass slipper. He traveled through bustling towns and quiet villages, across rolling hills and dense forests, determined to find the maiden whose foot would fit the delicate shoe. His journey was long and arduous, but he never lost hope. Every maiden in the kingdom tried it on, but it fit none. From the wealthiest ladies to the humblest peasants, they all hoped to be the one. The glass slipper, however, remained elusive, fitting no foot that tried it. When the prince arrived at Cinderella's house, her stepsisters eagerly tried to fit their feet into the slipper. They were desperate, each one convinced that she could force her foot into the delicate glass. They squeezed and pushed, but it was no use. The slipper was unyielding, refusing to fit their feet no matter how hard they tried. Their frustration grew, but the slipper remained a perfect mystery. Cinderella, watching from the sidelines, was dismissed by her stepfamily. They laughed at the idea that she, dressed in rags and covered in ashes, could be the one the prince was searching for. Her heart sank, but she remained hopeful, yet the prince, guided by a feeling, insisted she try the slipper. He saw something in her eyes, a spark that told him she was different. He gently offered her the slipper, his heart pounding with anticipation. To everyone's astonishment, it fit perfectly. The truth was revealed. The glass slipper, delicate and beautiful, slid onto her foot as if it had been made for her. The crowd gasped in surprise, and Cinderella's stepfamily was left speechless. The slipper was not just a shoe. It was a symbol of destiny, of true love recognizing its own. It represented the bond that had formed between Cinderella and the prince, a bond that could not be broken by time or circumstance. It was a symbol of destiny, of true love recognizing its own. The prince, seeing past the rags and ashes, had found his true princess. Their eyes met, and in that moment they knew they were meant to be together. The prince, seeing past the rags and ashes, had found his true princess. He lifted her in joy, their hearts full of love and happiness. The kingdom rejoiced, for true love had triumphed, and Cinderella's life was forever changed. Section 6. Beyond the ballroom, lessons in kindness and courage. Cinderella's story is about more than just finding a prince. It's about the power of kindness in the face of cruelty. Cinderella endured her hardships with grace. She never let bitterness poison her heart. The story also teaches us about courage. Cinderella dared to dream of a better life. When opportunity knocked, she seized it. She didn't let fear hold her back. Her courage led her to happiness. Cinderella's tale reminds us that goodness is rewarded. Her kindness attracts the help of her fairy godmother. Her inner beauty shines through, captivating the prince. Section 7. A tapestry of tales, Cinderella around the world. From the icy landscapes of Norway, where the northern lights dance across the sky, to the bustling markets of Vietnam, filled with vibrant colors and the hum of daily life, Cinderella's story echoes. Each culture has woven its own magic into the tale. The characters might change, the settings might differ, but the essence of the story remains. But the core message remains constant. It's a tale of hope, resilience, and the belief that kindness and goodness will ultimately triumph. In some versions, Cinderella has magical helpers like talking animals or helpful spirits. These elements add a layer of enchantment to the story. In others, her own cleverness and resourcefulness save the day. She uses her wit and determination to overcome obstacles. These variations add richness and depth to the Cinderella legacy. They show how the story adapts and evolves, reflecting the values and traditions of each culture. The enduring appeal of Cinderella lies in its universality. It speaks to people from all walks of life, transcending boundaries and bringing us together. It speaks to the human desire for justice, for love, and for a happy ending. These themes resonate deeply with audiences everywhere. For a touch of magic in our lives, the story of Cinderella reminds us that magic can be found in the most unexpected places. No matter where you go in the world, from the bustling cities to the quiet countryside, you'll find a version of Cinderella that resonates with your heart. It's a story that continues to inspire and enchant generation after generation. Section 8. The enduring magic, why we still believe. Why do we still cherish Cinderella after all these years? Perhaps it's the reminder that even in darkness, hope can bloom. Cinderella's story reassures us that goodness triumphs, that dreams can come true, or maybe it's the magic that enchants us. The fairy godmother, the transformation, the glass slipper, they all speak to a childlike wonder within us. Cinderella allows us to believe in the impossible, even for a little while. In a world that often feels cynical and harsh, Cinderella offers a beacon of hope. It reminds us of the power of kindness, courage, and the enduring belief that happy endings are possible. Section 9. Forever, Cinderella, a story for every dreamer. Cinderella's story, though centuries old, remains timeless. It's a tale whispered from generation to generation, reminding us that we all have a bit of Cinderella within us. We all face challenges, nurture dreams, and hope for a brighter tomorrow. As long as we believe in the power of kindness, courage, and a touch of magic, Cinderella will continue to dance in our hearts. So the next time you hear the clock strike 12, remember Cinderella. Remember that dreams, like magic, are timeless.